Hello, everyone. Well, let's see if I can find you on my device so then I can, it's hitting my thing there. So I'm going to try to find you on my device so then I can see the comment as they go. Well, that was the wrong place I hit. Let's go back here. And let's go here. If I go to the page before we start, then I have to keep on refreshing. So that's maybe why sometimes I hear I cannot find you if you're on my page. You just have to refresh the page. Here we go. Find myself. Perfect. Now we're going to put our device there. Oops. Get a new case. Now that don't. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Okay, how to do that? Here we go. Now I think I got it. Hey, voila, my friend, ça va bien? So, tonight it's my last wrap up for the live for Christmas in July. But I'm excited a little bit, and I'm sure you can tell I'm excited a bit. I'm using the Prize Peony for a Christmas card. My goal was the Christmas in July to use as many everyday occasion stamp set for Christmas card. So with I want to say customer order, with an order of $25 or more before tax and shipping with this hostess code, the T7 J3V XX4, you're going to get a PDF with 10, I think it's 10 or 9 extra Christmas card, and a lot of them are using everyday stamp set. But it's all from this catalog. It's nothing from the new catalog coming up in August. All of the stamps that we're using, it's all from this. We get a few selection of Christmas in that. But all of them, they're all from this, and quite a few. One is the sunflower, one is the goat. So it's all plaid, dye, and so on. It's all from the big catalog, so then you can get a start on them. And I love it when I can grab a stamp set and use it at many occasions or different type of cards. I feel the value is there. So I see people are jumping in. Thank you, thank you. So my little Christmas tree behind me here, my little country Christmas tree, gonna go bye-bye till later on down this year, sometime in after Thanksgiving. I don't decorate before Thanksgiving, so you won't see it till then, right? Except if I do another special for the holidays. So let's get started. I feel that I wanted to, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. Paper share, it's going on right now. If you want to get on board, reserve yours, just visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com, and I got the paper share right at the top in the thing. You're going to see paper share there, or if you scroll, go at FrenchieStamp.com. That's it's all the designer series paper and the specialty paper. So it's 105 sheet of 6 by 6. So you don't want to miss out. Last time that I did the paper share for the regular catalog, many people contacted me after that I released the order. And after I released the order, then I'm not placing another one. It's quite a bit of work involved in that, but I love doing it. I love that you all can get all the selection of the designer series paper without paying hundreds of dollars. I say hundreds with a S because that's how much it would cost you if you would buy a pack of each. So this way you can have it in your hand and see the one that you like the best and then order a full pack of that, right? So it's a great way, and plus it's you can make a card with all of them because 6 by 6 you get more than enough to make a card. So let me flip you down, and I just realized that I don't have absolutely no light turned on my desk, and I think it's going to be okay. It looked good at my end. I don't know about your end because it looked pretty good at my end. So I'm going to leave it like that. Maybe that's better. Just because it's so light outside, I just put 2 there. So let's get started. So what I gather here, and that's what I put in the description because this is what I gather. So I get the blends in Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Daffodil Delight. Anytime that I do leaf, I like to have my Daffodil Delight with my green. And I got oh, I got another thing. I didn't put that in the description though. This is the ribbon that go with the prize peony. It's the gray granite, and it is lovely. It is very pretty, but if you are bow challenged, this one, it's not the softest to do a bow. So I'm being honest here. If you are challenged with bow, this one, you can be a little bit more challenged because of the glitter or the shimmer in it. It's more stiff. I wish you could touch it, but it's a little bit more stiff than like the in color this year. This ribbon, this is awesome beginner ribbon. It is very soft, easy to form or whatever you want to call it. See how simple it is to do a bow with this. Very, very simple. This one, it is still simple for me. It's just that it's more stiff to play with it, okay? So that's the difference between the ribbon. Because I don't want to say all the ribbon are very, very friendly, because you're going to buy this one, you're going to say, what? You're never going to buy a ribbon again if that would challenge you too much. This is very friendly, the in color this year. This one, it's more stiff. That's it. Okay? I mean, you saw I can make a bow simple, but if somebody is challenged to make a bow, this can be a little bit more challenged. Okay, so I gathered some stuff, and I had something in mind, so I pre-cut. That's not in the supplies neither. I put the basic really in the supplies. I pre-cut. This is from the layering circle. I don't even know if I'm going to use it, but in case if I use it, I think it's the largest of the scallop, and that would be 3 inch. And then in the gray granite, the circle, it's 2 5/8. Okay. Let's start with doing our flower first. And I just grabbed the perfectly plaid for a greeting for Christmas. So I'm going to reach, I didn't gather no ink there. I'm going to reach that, and we're going to use the big flower. And anytime that you stamp a big stamp, well, even a small stamp, it's good to do that. You want to ink it, and then stamp on a scrap paper, and then ink it again. I like to leave my stamp set down when it's very big so I can tap the ink better. And another thing, that if you bring your ink pad to your stamp set, it's a better chance that you won't have any ink around. So even if you rock your stamp, you won't have those black lines. This don't matter because we're going to cut it out. But you see, if you bring your ink pad to the top, it's less chance that you get ink on the side and then get, you know, if you rock your stamp a bit. Let me, is that flower okay? That's okay. Let me show you. So if I go this way, see, I get ink right there on the side. So then if I come and stamp, and if I rock a bit, see, I got that there. So my best tip for tonight, I think, anytime it's a big stamp, really bigger than the ink pad you're using, bring your ink pad and tap it to the top so then you don't have it on the side there. Okay, now let's watch this. Oh, I couldn't put more water on this. So that is one thing that I think after you do so many and then you rock your stamp, it's like, oh, dang it, especially when you're almost done your card and you stamp something and you rock it and you get something on the side. That's a pet peeve of mine. So just remember, leave the stamp down and bring your stamp pad to the ink. And also, usually I say if it's bigger than your hand, I leave it up and then bring my paper to it. But the flower, I can manage it. If it fit in this one, I can manage it. But anything bigger than this, though, I go the other way. Okay, so now I'm going to use the blends, but I don't want to spend a lot of time coloring tonight. What I love about this, it is a distinctive ink, so you get a lot of variation in the color from when you stamp. I got a big blog post coming up on just the distinctive ink. Talking about that, if you look on page 114, you get the entire list of the distinctive ink, stamp set right here. Many people say my stamp it's not working properly. Sometimes it's because you get too much ink on it, on your stamp. So I got a video coming up on that. So, because I got all that definition and all that color already that the artist already done in the stamp set, I don't have to spend much time. So I'm going to start with the light let me think, the light cherry cobbler, and I'm going to color my entire flower, and then I'm going to see if I have to add some dark. Like I said, where it's stamped in the dark, it's going to stay dark, right? So really, I don't have to spend a lot of the time. I could spend more time to it and have it more light on some petal and so on. But I think for a create on the fly, this is going to be very quick and easy. If you watch my brush, you're going to see that I barely touch the paper. Barely touch the paper. That is one of the thing with the blends. You don't want to put too much pressure. Number one, you're going to damage your tip. And number two, it blends a lot better if you barely touch your paper. Here we go. How many of you that you tell me watercolor or blends? What do you prefer? Someday I'm going to say it's blend me, and other day I'm going to say it's watercolor. And talking about watercolor, I need to stop what I'm doing and share with you what I done this week. I got a video coming on that, but sometimes you do a card and you're like, oh my goodness, it's frame worthy. Well, that was it. So let me reach it. Okay, this is the cards, and I was inspired by Kim Joyly, I think. Here we go. Is that cool or what? So I was, when I finished the card, I'm like, I need that in the frame. Well, I thought to put my card in the frame, and it was not equally there, so I did another one. And I like the frame even better. You can see how 3D it is. I just love this frame. So that's going to stay in my craft room. Love it. So yeah, once in a while you do something that you're like, it's frame worthy. Well, that was the case this week. I had to share. I was so excited when I finished with that. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now this is just like one of the flowers that didn't open yet. So that's going to go in this. But I think that those little ones are even darker. So I'm going to bring my cherry cobbler, the dark, and I'm going to go a little bit more of every place that she had the dark. I'm going to put it even darker. Well, I love those arts. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I went on the side a bit there. That's okay. I'm just going to put this quite a bit darker, the bud here, because the bud, it's always darker because it didn't open yet. So that's why I'm going pretty much all with this there, the darker. But you see, I didn't blend nothing, absolutely didn't blend nothing, and it looked like I work on the blending. I'm leaving it that way. Now, watercolor or blends the leaves. Stephanie had done a class way back in Cheyenne, and she taught a class for me for my customer in Cheyenne. And one of the things, she was adding yellow to her leaf. Well, I think by adding yellow to your leaf, it adds so much realistic to your leaf. I just love it. So sometime I had it after, sometime I had it before. Depends how I feel. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the dark old olive, and I'm just going to go where pretty much the dark was, okay? So I'm just going to add the dark on the stem and also on the leaf. One thing though, usually I say work by bite size. And the reason why you want to work by bite size is because you want it to blend. If you do all the light, the dark or the light, whichever you work from. Some people like to do the light first, dark after, whatever. I don't think it's right and wrong. Maybe it is a right way or wrong way. Me, I just go with the flow, what please me. I say work in bite size, so that way you can blend those colors easier. So now I'm going to come here. I always debate, is the stem brown or green? Well, every time I see flower, fresh flower, I look. Some of it look like a dark green. Some of it, it's more brown. So I guess it depends on the brand, right? Okay, now I'm going to add some dark again to the leaves. And I just go, oh, that tip is shot. I just going to it where it was designed to be dark. So I just going to go at the top, and I'm going to cover the whole thing with light after. So even if we're doing, Christmas card, this card, it's going to be very simple to switch it for any occasion. You're just going to flip the greeting, really, okay? I just wanted to do a Christmas card with this one to promote my Christmas in July. So now I'm going all over, including the yellow. And like I said, the yellow is just like a light coming at the leaf there. See? Can you see that yellow here? It's just like the light come right through the leaf. Sometimes I leave it even more yellow. I don't go all over it. Like this one, I'm going to leave more. So you're going to see. Now I need to do the dark. So you see I'm working about bite size. So now I'm going at the dark with my blends, just where the artist already done the work for us. So we don't even have to think. It's not like just an outline and you have to do a lot of shading and so on. This, it's really done for us. We barely have to think. We just follow what the artist already done. So she done the work for us. Now I'm going with the light. And then over here. Okay, one place and over here I need some dark. And over here. Okay, let me use my little tip there. Oh, something is scratching, or I get something black on my hand. Here we go. How about that? That was simple, right? Okay, let me bring the die. And that was the long part of tonight. So, you know what? While I get this here, I'm going to share that with you too. Well, some of you didn't see the other video, so why not? So I'm using the die, and what I like about this, we get in the corners, whatever there. So we're going to put this at the top, and I want to share with you, see how snug it is? Like the old dies we had before, the other brand that we used to have, we had more like this. Now it's follow right your design, so it's easier to line up. Okay, let me cut this out. Et voila. How cool is that? Okay, before I put the die away, I want to use this piece too, I think. Let me share with you how you build the posy. So you got, in those die, you get 4. Why do I just get 3 here? I'm missing a piece. Well, it's 4 of them. I'm missing a piece, but you're going to get the jig of it. Is it in here someplace? You're going to get the jig. So you would have 1, 2, 3. You would have another little one there. You start with the smallest one to the next to the next. Where it's kind of open, you just slide in here. And in the back, you see those little dent there? You just align that. Boom. See? It's aligned. Now you take the next one and you align in the back. You open that, slide it, and again, you see the little nick there? They all follow the same pattern, and you get your peony. I got a few done. Let me check. Oh, I got one right here. See, I'm missing the smaller one there. See, you get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you get your center too. See how realistic that looks? So that's how you put the die. So you don't have to wait for the video if you get that. Because, like I said, I get video done like till December now. It's just I love to create, and I cannot post them every day. Well, I post one every day, but I cannot put them all in one day. Then one day I'm going to wake up and nothing to share. Okay, so now we got that. Let's I gather some paper here. So we're going to make a long card. I don't even know if I gathered the right piece. I just grab a piece. 4 1/4 by 11. That is correct. And we're going to score that. Thank you for telling your friend to come and be with us. We're going to score that at 5 1/2. And anytime you get a card, call that a thin card or in the long way, it's so much friendlier if you score it the way that the fiber go. Then it's going to fold nice and it won't crinkle at the top, okay? Some stuff I feel I'm a broken record, but then I feel it's always somebody new, so I have to keep on saying that. Okay, so now we got this. I think I'm done with those lengths, so I'm going to put that away. If I need them back, we will go get them. They're not far. Just trying to have some room. Okay, I got another piece here. Okay, this is too big. Like I said, I just gathered some piece of paper. I will have 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to have, what's the next? I'm going to do an easy measurement tonight. So it's going to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. No, by 5. I'm building here. I wish you guys would see my head. I like that. Okay, let's emboss something though. And let's see the grading that I got. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, well, maybe. Good. It's very rare that I say good when it's a photopolymer, but in this case, okay, we're going to stamp our greeting before we decide to emboss, because I don't want to emboss on top, stamp on top of an embossing, and I don't want to emboss on top of that. So you guys going to see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with cherry cobbler. So I got cherry cobbler, and I'm going to put that on the right side, hoping that you're busy here. Come together in Christmas cheer. Is that a cool thing? Because everybody during Christmas season, well, this year maybe that don't go because a lot of people are not busy because they're stuck home. Maybe it would be another one. Okay, let's see what we're going to use here. What we're going to use. I want something soft. Maybe you see new folders in this, right? Okay, you know what? I am going with Tasteful Texture and Parisian Flourish, all from the regular catalog. And we're going to do the Parisian Flourish on the background here. And I'm going to go not this way. I'm going to go this way. It's about the same. Okay, I'm going to come right here. And I'm going to go just below the where it's stamped. What I'm looking, it's at the top to match that so it's equal proportion on the side there. And I'm going to tell you what I'm guiding on here. 1 second. You see those 3 little dots? 3 little dots. That's what I align with. So now let me roll this through. See, I did it the deboss. That's okay. That's perfect. So the emboss, it's in the back. It's the deboss. So it's caved in. That is perfect because it popped the greeting. So now we got that. We're going to emboss our circle in the gray granite. That was 2 5/8, if I remember correctly, in the Tasteful Textile. So remember, it is Christmas for tonight, but you could switch that to any greeting. Absolutely. You can put happy birthday, thinking of you, get well, happy anniversary, wedding, whatever you prefer. I think that this set go with anything. So now let's put that in the back, in the front of our card here. Cannot cover my greeting. Okay, I think it's going to be like that. But first, do I want the ribbon over here? First, let's do a bow because I wanted to put a bow there. Let's do a bow. And another thing that's going to help you with this ribbon is take your bone folder and you can just play with the ribbon a bit. So that's going to take the stiffness away also. So that make it a lot more softer. It's just that I think it's the glitter, the shimmery in the ribbon that make it stiff. Oh, I knew that didn't start good. So I want to keep a bit of the tail there. And you see, I leave my my ribbon on my spool, so it's a lot less waste like that. I still gonna have plenty of waste, but it's a lot less this way. Because I find it a lot easier to build a bow with longer string than very little string. Okay, let me cut this. Oh, I didn't cut that. Okay, that's okay. I wanted long tail, but there and there. Let me a little bit shorter there. And then do I want this here? That won't look good. See, it's kind of split. So we're just going to leave it there. Or do I want just this? No, I want the bow. Christmas bow. So let's build this. And then we have to dress up the inside. And you're going to say, my goodness, you're putting a lot of glue. Well, when you glue on top of emboss, you want a little bit more than normal. Just because it's not equally the surface, so you want a little bit more than normal. Well, you like it. Well, thank you. I think that's going to turn out pretty slick. Somebody said no ribbon. No ribbon at the bottom, you said, Sharon, or no ribbon on the flower? So it's easy. The one that's going to receive the card, if you don't like the ribbon, it's just going to be a glue dot. Okay, and I just thought of something else. Okay, I'm going to even add some tail to cover here because it feels like it's a cap. So for the tail, I'm going to fold the ribbon in two, and we're just going to fold it this way. Okay, now I'm going to go up and up and remove that, and then a glue dot. And I'm going to put that right here. Oh my goodness, could I cut it even a little bit better than that? I don't think so. It's just barely too long, barely. That was a pure guess, right? Okay. Now, this here, we're going to do a little tuck here. So let's fold this here. We're going to put our glue dot in the back of this. Somebody said Mississippians in the house. Gonna put that right here at the top. Well, it's still pretty good there. just a little bit too long because I don't want to cover my greeting. So that's going to get cut there and cut there. So now what I said we're going to do is do a little bit of tucking here. So if the ribbon don't go exactly where you want, you get glue dots. Don't be afraid to use them. Here we go. How about that? Okay, and I just saw something else was poking up. So nobody see that. It's just like when somebody do their hair for wedding and that, you know, or special occasion. They got so many bobby pin in there. Nobody see them, but man, they do a cute hairdo with that. It's the same thing. Just take those glue dot and tuck that under and so on. Nobody gonna see nothing. Is that gorgeous? I think that bow add a lot for Christmas. Okay, now let's do the inside. Let me remove this. So I didn't use this or this or this. Let me, the inside. I'm going to grab a piece of white. Oh, I love this card. Love it. Super. Awesome. Oh, this is what I wanted to use in the die to put, because I was planning to use a strip of red and gray and use that scallop, but it was enough this way. So see, whatever that I had in my head didn't work that way. A lot of time it's like that, but I got quite a bit of what I was anticipating to make. Now we're going to use the prize peony, and we're going to use the other flower, but we're going to stamp it in red. That is our cherry cobbler. So if I can see, I put it away. And we're going to use, so we got this one here. We're going to use that in cherry cobbler. See how much I rock my stamp without noticing it? So let's hope I'm not rocking my stamp when I stamp it. It's not glue yet, so I'm okay. Perfect. And I need to add some green, though. I absolutely need to add some green just because I feel I need to add some green and red for Christmas. So I'm going to use it's 2 leaves, and 2 of those leaves, I'm going to use the smaller one just because I don't have much space. Let me bring my scrappy paper here. It is truly a scrappy paper. Et voila. That looked pretty slick. And inside a Christmas cheer and may this special season be wrapped in love and joy. Hoping that, yeah, I'm going to put that one. So this, and is that too small? Oh. And I'm going to put the greeting in green too. Voila. That's pretty slick. I could add some wink of Stella, but I think this looked pretty good. What do you think? Piece of ribbon. Thank you, Karen. Ooh, that stuff, it's good. I'm telling you, it's a learning curve to the seal, but man, it awesome glue. Awesome. Et voila. How pretty. So you can see how simple it would be to do everyday card, right? And if you notice, I didn't put nothing on the dimensional. And the honest opinion about that they're getting more picky with the thickness of the cards. So I choose with the ribbon not to put, dimensional. One thing when you get dimensional or whatever, you can put a piece of, if you can find cheap paper to put on top, that is great. Like not copy paper, it's not big enough, but I'm looking for, usually I get some all the time here. Like cardstock, cheap one. Don't use color one, because some of the color gonna go through. You can put that on top, but do you know what? It's even better than just a plain. It's the folder that we use tonight. That's one of them. Something that it's deep embossing. So you're going to emboss that. There we go. And so you get this, and it's already rough, and you put that at the top, and it feels like no bump anymore on when you mail your card. So that's one of a great tip I shared a long time ago. So when you put it into your card, now remember the tip that if you take your cutter and you slide it through, and it slides easy, you shouldn't need an extra stamp. This year, it's not sliding easy, so what I'm going to put, instead of a regular stamp, I'm going to put the 70 stamps. That's the 2 ounces. So this is the 2 ounces here. It say on it 2 ounces, or I'm going to use the not to go in the machine, because that's a bit too thick without. And if I remove that, it's still, you see the bow? So when you're going to pass this here, it's sliding, and see, boom. That won't go through the machine. So you want non-machinable stamp set for that. So whoever going to win this card, and you know what? I should have stamped the envelope. I'm going to use that extra value stamp. So you're going to get your card, and you don't have to pay shipping when it arrives to you. I'm just going to off on this, put that there, off on it, and put that here. Here we go. And then there, 2 of them. And one thing we didn't do for a while, though, I'm going to flip this, and 2020. Here we go. So that is it. So do you like it? Do you see yourself making this type of card? I think it turned out very, very lovely. Here we go. I just shut the light before I flip it on me there. So let me turn this around. Here we go. So I hope you have a lovely day and a Merry Christmas in July. Don't forget to get weird here, to get my extra customer appreciation for Christmas in July. It's with an order of $25 before tax and shipping, and if you enter this code, and it's on my blog also, T7J3VXX4. And also, if you order it's $50 or over, you get a coupon to use next month. And we get the regular customer appreciation. Well, that altogether $65 give you the caboose, the whole caboose, I should say. So, but $25 is going to get you the PDF, and that end this Saturday, my friend, and this Saturday. So I hope you enjoy a regular stamp set, the Peony, for Christmas. A lot of the time, we got a lot of stuff that we could use for Christmas, but we think we have to use, like a pine tree, or it have to be something very Christmassy. And it's funny because I'm going to take a Christmas stamp set And I'm going to try to find the value in it to use it for everyday stamp set. Like the cardinal, I did different color birds with that. So you just want to try to find the value of a stamp set, try to use it for many, many occasions. So I hope tonight I proved that to you, that we can use stamp set for every day to do our Christmas card. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're staying safe, safe, safe. It's crazy here in Texas, so I don't move far. I stay right here. I cannot say I stay inside because I go outside and I go for my walk and that, but I don't venture out in the public, put it that way. The only public that I see is my husband and my 2 dogs. So I hope you're having a lovely evening. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.